Good morning and welcome to the preview from last night. It's a bit disappointing to miss the 6 up after getting a few of the favourites beaten. The favourite wins the last. We started race 1 very well. They put the blinkers on it. It went to the front. They walked along and this just kept going. It was a pretty solid win. The run of the race was obviously activism and Secretary of State. Both of these ran on nicely from well back in the field against the tempo, so there's probably a bit of upside from those two. The rest of them, not much to be said. Naval Orange, I don't think we'll ever be seeing this one start in the market for a while. It's not much good. We go to race 3, which was the first leg of the DT. Got away to a lovely start, getting a good value DT up opening leg. The favourite was Hey Hey. It sat on the speed and battled on. This was just a trial for it. We'll be following it when it goes to Shartin. Carry the Zeal, even run, nothing flash. Naughty Baby, that was probably the run of the race. It was a long way back and made good ground late. Of the rest, the winner just sat outside the lead and then kicked away and won it very, very easily. Pearl Win was a nice run to make good ground. They ran reasonable time here. Race 4, first leg of the TT and the last leg of the DT. The favourite jumped well, Hollywood Kiss. He got it into a beautiful position coming around the corner. He managed to go the wrong way and got it blocked virtually over the last 300. Never saw daylight until about 70 yards from home. Missed the place by about a length. It was an awful ride. There's no getting around it. He is riding at the moment like a complete black. Ever since he shot his mouth off and told everyone how he was going to win the premiership this year, he can't get anything over the line. Don't know about him now. He's starting to ride a bit like Douglas. When they're in the market, can't find them. So getting a bit wary there. But I've no doubt in my mind it should have nearly won the race. Billion Games, good run to come from well back. It ran on strongly. And Bullish Power was a good run because it sat 3 wide for the trip and held its ground quite nicely late. It was a good run. The winner, Humongous. This is the horse that caused us all the heartache last year and cost us the $9 million jackpot. It's come out and bolted in tonight. The rest of them, not much good. Race 5. Another interesting race. It was run at a fairly hectic tempo, of course. They broke 28 early, and then they went. The split was pretty solid, and Dragon Pins was sitting at the back of the field, and he's just pulled it out and swooped on them. The ride on Real General was another very ordinary ride. This, you got it cluttered up between everywhere. Now everyone expected this to lead. He didn't push it to go to the front. He had it in a good position early, and then as everything crossed to go, he ended up getting shuffled back on the rails. It was not a good ride. Got it out late and ran on strongly to run 4th, but it was a fair way away. Never ever threatened the first 3. Rising Power, nice improved run. Interesting to note in this race with the good early clip, all the front runners collapsed as we expected. The place getters all come from off the speed in this race. So Beauty King was disappointed, but it got chopped up in front with Little Rainforest. Now, there's obviously something very badly wrong with it because it's a way better horse than this, but just not going good. We go to race 6. Golden Harvest. Well, this was another one of Purton's absolute butcher jobs. He dragged it back to last, but 3 wide. He come around the corner, he went to go out, something went out underneath him, so he's finished up 5 and 6 wide. Come flying home, it's got beat the short half head. One more stride, it wins. If he takes off at the 600, I mean, when you're riding horses of this capability against mules like this, he should have been off on this. He's got a wrap over the knuckles for the ride. Not that that does anybody any good, of course. I mean, especially anybody that wants to back the shorts and took the odds on. But he's absolutely butchered this, so he is riding bad. The winner sat on the speed, peeled out, got away from him and almost got run down. Sept had another terrific run, ran good at closing split again. And Royal Partner, it was a pretty decent run as well. Of the rest, not much can be said. Race 7, another short price favourite. For whatever reason, he decided to attack the thing wanting to go to the front, Chadwick. Beat it off at the top of the straight, kicked, and then shifted its ground off the rails coming into the straight and let London Chinatown through on its inside, and it's bloused it out in the finish. Yeah, I don't know about that ride. I mean, all he had to do realistically was let Charity Spirit go to the front and just take a camp on it, and there's no way on earth this could have got beat. So it was a strange night because there were 4 odds on pops that got rolled, and all of them were really subject to very questionable rides that the stewards have had a look at. So I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of them are going to get a holiday, especially this ride, because there was absolutely no need for him to keep boring it up the thing that wanted to go to the front, because there were several lengths back. He could have taken a trail. But in the end, there was a nice win by the winner. We were alive after this because we did include this one, and we went into the last with 2 runners. They ran late. They backed one, Bullish Power, into even money. They let it go to the front, absolutely walk, and naturally we've chased it home and run second and third, and beat the rest out of sight. So it was a disappointing end of the night. Overall, it was a small loss on the night in comparison to previous times, but still very disappointing because I think if anything had gone with this in the last, we probably do run it down. We go now to Sha Tin next Tuesday. It's a day meeting. It's a public holiday in Hong Kong. So keep that in mind. It's not a night meeting. We won't see a night meeting now until I think October 8 or something like that. So good luck on the weekend. I will be doing the Oz preview on Friday afternoon or Friday evening, so stay tuned for that in case I find something on the weekend. There's a couple of interesting races. There's a couple of not bad races at Moonee Valley tomorrow. If there's anything there, I'll pop it up on the Stavros preview page. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and good luck over the weekend.